check-in, and they had to count every single time a person checked in. And then we had signed witness statements, we had to get newsprint, we had to get radio, we had to get everything. We had so much documentation to get this.
It's a pretty serious process.
And then when you were...
Well, especially for something this large, right?
Oh,
It's
yes,
one thing to be the
absolutely.
guy who owns the world record or girl for running the most marathons in a tutu. It's pretty easy as an individual.
That's
and
right.
by the way, that's a world record.
Okay.
But when you've got something
new
the
goal,
size and scope of
The scope
this,
of it.
that's an incredible endeavor to go through.
It's pretty amazing.
It was a full year process to get it.
Yeah, it really was.
Really?
Yeah. It's, well, our events, of course, running across Canada sort of in the May, June time frame, and then all the data collection and processing and all that behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, so it's
Seems fitting, though, that it should be here.
It should be
Right?
in Canada. Yeah, it'd be
Absolutely.
embarrassing if Norway had it or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's just not possible.
No.
It's a Canadian thing.
We won't have it.
Yeah,
we won't
that's
put
right.
Up with it.
Car, right? Street hockey, car.
Adam, still time to register, and how?
yeah, of course. Playon.ca. That would be probably the most direct way.
Okay.
So right online there, the full information. We also have a live registration date set for June 3rd.
Okay.
That'll be for those folks who prefer to just pay via cash or face-to-face transaction, and that'll be at the Booster Juice and Canada Centrum. We'll be there pretty well all afternoon and the evening, and the registration deadline is June 3rd as well at 11:59 p.m. So a few weeks to go, and look, hopefully we see everybody out there.
It's going to be a lot of
Sounds
fun,
great.
guys. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
joining
coming.
us.
Well, thank you
Thanks
very
for
much
having
as
us.
well.
Hey, maybe if you come back and host the show, you could join me as a celebrity.
No.
It's not going to happen?
Like I said, I wouldn't do that to my teammates.
I'd be one, though, so you'd be all right.
Well, that would be fun.
Holistic nutritionist Michelle Book coming back in the kitchen talking everything summer when it comes to natural health. We'll be back with her right after this.
Hi, I'm Derek on a bicycle.
Where was I, TL? Because you can call to win right now, 759-8622.
I love it.
That
I
Kunstad
love
hybrid
it.
bicycle.
Well, listen, bicycles are perfect for the summertime.
That's
so
true.
it's actually fitting that you're riding a bicycle in the summertime and having that contest. The other thing that is perfect for the summertime, we always think about getting our health in order,
That's
right?
right.
And more we're thinking about natural health, and here to give us the top 5 trends in national health for the summer is Michelle Book, who is a holistic nutritionist. Thank you for coming, Michelle. What a pleasure.
It's so great to be here today.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. We're excited to talk about this. We were in the green room with Michelle, and we almost missed the opening of the show, learning about all of her information. And you said that this is the top 5. How do you come up with this list? Because there must be so many things to go through.
There really is. But each year we have the Canadian Health Food Association has a trade show in Vancouver. So we were just there in April, and all the industry comes together. There's a lot of industry experts. So we pulled our members along with a number of industry experts charts to try and get some ideas of what these trends were.
Wonderful.
And all this information is available on our website, chfa.ca, plus a lot more. So that's a really great resource to go to find out, what is trendy, some more information of what I'm going to be talking about today, plus a lot more. So starting off, natural hydration.
Okay.
So, we all know summertime is very important. Hydration is very important. Drinking a lot, but it becomes more important in the summer because we sweat so much. So we're losing a lot.
Yeah, we need even more than we think,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. So we have some examples here of some great ways that you can stay hydrated without the extra sugar and the sodium that we get in juices and pops and sports drinks.
People forget that, I think.
Yeah.
Especially juices. Sports drinks, I think most people probably realize by now that they're loaded with sugar and some other things too.
Yeah.
But when it comes to juices, we just assume
they think,
they're good, right?
It's a fruit, so it's good for me, but it's full of sugar, right?
Exactly, no, for sure. And coconut water is fantastic.
I've been drinking this lately.
Yeah,
it's
this is
very
really
good. Yes,
It's a good brand, too.
It's actually referred to as nature's natural sports drink because it's so high in potassium, so high in electrolytes, but yet low in sugar and sodium. So it's a great option to keep you hydrated and to give you the boost of sports drinks, but without, again, the added sugar and sodium. We have some maple water there as well.
Yeah, I haven't tried this before. This is very Canadian.
I've never seen that.
I know, it's very, very trendy, very new.
It looked like beer for a second there.
I almost downed it before we talked about it.
Not quite, but it's great because it's local and because it has a lot of minerals in it. Potassium, calcium, magnesium. So it's great because it's nutritious and it's delicious. It's going to keep you hydrated.
Is this basically the water before it's turned into
it's
syrup?
a sap. It's a sap from the maple tree that they use and make the water.
Wow,
and you can
try that. I've never heard of that one.
Yes, and you can add a bit of lemon to it and add some more water if you like, and then you have a natural lemonade. So
okay.
great,
Excellent.
yeah,
Very good.
This one, I don't think a lot of people know of, but becoming quite trendy.
Yes, kombucha. It's a fermented black tea, which is made from bacteria and yeast culture. So it's a fermented food like a yogurt or a sauerkraut. You're going to get those benefits. It's also very detoxifying for the liver and the kidneys as well. So it's, again, another way to naturally hydrate without the added sugar and sodium.
Excellent.
Right.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and then of course you've got your go-to, just water with fruit, which is great for kids, who like juices, but again, you don't want the added sugar. They can take that to go, and then they have the fruit to snack on later.
Yeah, that's a great
Excellent.
idea. I've never thought of that.
Next up, this
Yes.
is something, we always think about natural foods, but this is great. Natural skincare, natural
Exactly.
lotions. I think this is something a lot of people are looking for. What should we be looking for in our sunscreen?
For sure, for sure. So for our sunscreens, we want to look for titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and these are mineral-based sunscreens. So it's really important that we look for the mineral-based. These examples here also organic, biodegradable, and reef safe. So if you're going to be doing scuba diving, not only important to think about what you're putting on your skin, but also into the environment.
Yeah, what goes into the ocean.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want to be
Exactly.
getting the poisons, chemicals, and what have you in the ocean.
Exactly, and there's lots of great natural sunscreens that are available. Your health food retailer is a great option. What you can do is you can go to our website, chfa.ca, and type in your postal code, and you'll be able to find your local health food store. And there's lots of great options in the Ottawa area for sure.
Next up, it looks like supplements, which I think a lot of us turn to in the winter, but don't necessarily turn to in the summer.
It's true.
Right? What should we be taking during the summer periods as far as supplements go?
That's a really good point because, like the seasons, we change our clothes. We also want to consider about changing our supplements. So we know omegas are really great for heart health and for brain health, but also great for the skin. It naturally hydrates the skin. It's going to give us that summer glow. So I have a fish oil there, which is lemon flavor, but there's also berry and different types of flavors that are great for kids. And you don't have that fishy flavor. Antioxidants, also important. When we're out in the sun, we get a lot of free radical damage. So we want to be mindful of that. And vitamin C and vitamin E are two antioxidants that are going to help with collagen formation.
Okay.
So, protect us against wrinkling and anti-aging, which is something, we
of
all
course,
want
in
to
the
be
sun,
mindful.
if you're out in the summertime, well, we only have a short summer, so
Yeah.
you want to try and get as much as you can, right?
Exactly, for
Yeah.
sure. And then probiotics. Probiotics are important at any time of year, good gut health, but in the summer it becomes even more important when we're traveling or when our diet maybe isn't as good as it could be. Probiotics we definitely want to increase that in our diet and through supplementation. Always important to talk to your healthcare practitioner about what supplements work for you, and then go to your health food store, because the staff there are so knowledgeable and will be able to help you with the product that is right for you.
Perfect.
We have about 2 minutes left, Michelle.
Perfect.
So
super quick.
let's dive
No
into
problem.
our next category here.
Super quick. Superfoods. So great. Everything coconut is very trendy this year. We have coconut ice cream. We have coconut chips. We have coconut vinegar. Adds a nice flavor to your salads.
It is delicious.
Yeah. Exactly,
It
exactly.
really is.
And again, these are great alternatives. Less sodium, less sugar, as well as granola bars, seaweed snacks, healthy alternatives that you can take with you on the go. Especially if you have kids, young ones at home, you want to look for healthier options at your health food store.
And I guess when you're looking for those, it's labeling.
Yes,
right. That
very
you have
important.
to pay careful attention to.
Label
more than
literacy.
anything.
Our last trend and very important. So looking for this Canadian organic logo is your certification that the food that you're buying is actually organic, meaning that it hasn't been sprayed with pesticides and herbicides and has been grown with environmentally sustainable practices and taking animal welfare into consideration, which is really, really important, especially in the summer, because there's the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. So the Dirty Dozen are the fruits and vegetables that have been sprayed more with pesticides and herbicides, so we want to be mindful. So you can go to our website, chfa.ca, and download the full list from the Environmental Working Group.
Just those special ones that you want to take extra care.
Exactly. Berries, peppers, kale, things that we eat a lot in the summer that are fresh and available and local that we definitely want to continue to consume, but perhaps maybe thinking about buying organic.
But it's great that you brought up this logo, because it does help the average consumer that is in the grocery store shopping. If they have one thing to look for that they can trust, that makes all of the information so much easier to navigate.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, Michelle, thank you so much for coming. You are a
you.
wealth of information.
kidding.
I feel healthier just being at this table with her. It's just great information. We're going to try those for sure.
Thank you.
Once again, visit their website. It's chfa.ca for the entire list, as Michelle said. We're going to take a really quick break and be right back after this with the first of two authors on the show. We're going to learn how to get past the negative, Derek.
That's right.
Bring in the positive right after this. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. I don't think we have to get rid of any negativity on this show because we're having a great show, but our next guest can help you get through some of that negativity, and it always creeps into our minds and we have such a difficult time, and she has written a fabulous book that can help you in so many different ways. We're joined by Jackie Hardcastle, author of Visions in Poetry. Welcome to the show, Jackie.
Thank you
it's
very
great
much.
to have you here.
Thank you.
And I think this is interesting because you didn't necessarily start out with the mindset of wanting to write a book. How did the book come to be in the first place?
The book just started out as a diary.
Okay.
I wanted to gather some information for possibly my children and my grandchildren to look at later if they so choose. And it just kept compiling. I got more and more and more, and friends began saying, "You've got so much poetry, you should write a book." So I decided that, okay, I'm going to make it semi-biography and poetry and put it together, and what comes out, and I say it wrote itself.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about this because there's two themes to the book,
Yes.
which when we were reading the background information that you sent, I said to Derek, well, where do we start with this? Because there's a lot going on here. There's two themes in particular. Can you share with the viewers what they are?
The beginning part of the book was I had some psychic experiences as a child, and I wanted to just further my own intuition and see where it went. And the other one was, as I was exploring this, I was also at a place in my life that was very negative.
Right.
I had gone through some challenges, and I was feeling quite down, and it was, how am I going to overcome this? And I found that originally they were two separate themes in the book, and then gradually they worked together. And I realized if I'm going to find a place of greater well-being and personal peace in myself, I have more psychic experiences.
And
because
if
I'm a better person.
Right, and if I'm not mistaken, a lot of this came through dreams
That is
that you
correct.
had. How did the dreams sort of bring out some of this mediumship and psychic ability that you didn't realize that you had?
Everyone has dreams.
Yeah.
These dreams changed. The colors turned into neon colors. I was in places that I went, these don't exist on Earth. Where am I? You know, I began having animals visit in my dream that I didn't know, and I was like, where is all this coming from?
Was this every night?
Almost
Jackie, was it
every
happening all the time?
night.
And did it start at a particular time? Like, was there something that
I would say it was a
triggered
growth.
or- Okay, so they sort of progressively got more vivid?
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, I did take a course at one point to develop my intuition, but the
Right.
rest you do yourself. And it was this exploration of finding a healthier, better person inside me. And then these dreams began coming and getting more and more, and they were more and more intense and more vivid. And it was like, wow, this is just amazing. And
Did the dreams have a theme at all? Like when you say that, I mean, it's intriguing to hear about the
Yeah.
dreams, and obviously these are not your average dreams. I mean, we all have weird dreams, right? I mean, everybody's
course.
like, you wake up